other stuff that is in the game for sure. No, none of that.
And it
None of that.
looks like
Let's.
Auramaster is swapping over to Incineroar at the moment.
Ooh. Well, I like that. A bit of a heavy showdown, I guess, in this case. So, a Pokemon Master through and through. I guess it's in the name, right? Auramaster. Gonna be bringing
Absolutely.
forth the Incineroar. And of course, you already know, you talked about it, the strength with KRool, those projectiles, the crown is gonna come out immediately. And this is something like, ironically enough, I don't think that Incineroar really struggles that much due to the counter in the way that it's able to stack up those charges.
Oh, absolutely
The way
not.
that
And
they
even
are able.
then, we were able to see use both the revenge counter and super armor just kind of going into effect for this matchup, since
Yes.
both players really sort of rely on their big meaty hits to try and take games and take stocks,
Yeah,
like just like that.
Yeah, exactly so. And one of the things is perhaps I think due to the kill power, the raw kill power that KRool can bring to the table, Lucario might actually struggle a little bit more in such a matchup, right? So maybe it is just purely a counter pick as far as the character choices go for how you feel more comfortable developing this matchup. And look at that, talking about charges, massive damage already, playing by the ledge. Of course, not really where you want to find yourself against Incineroar, and 3 stocks already down to only 1 is Flareon, unfortunately, here.
Oh, absolutely. That was as I said earlier, Auramaster being quite adept with Lucario, you get used to having that heavy momentum, the rage and the kill power just working in your favor, and you could really see the Lucario player in how he plays Incineroar. Just taking all those big momentum, all those big meaty hits, and then just immediately turning it around against Flareon in that moment. So it's like I said earlier, you can see a lot of how a player likes to play, even if they may not be playing like their main character inside.
No, absolutely.
And it's clear that
I agree.
Auramaster likes to build up a big momentum lead.
Yeah, and that was exactly the case. I mean, a bit of talking about momentum. Flareon did manage to get quite a few strings going and racking up that percent, avoiding that side B, of course, absolutely a crucial thing to do against Incineroar. Just out of the crown here. Ooh, I guess that the blunderbuss was not really the option at that point, but putting Incineroar off stage definitely is going to be a bit of a boon for Flareon right now, looking for that final hit to try and close out the stocks and bring us to a last one. This has been quite a bit of a comeback. Of course, Incineroar not going to struggle in the kill power department, and you're not going to survive many of those, even if you're killed.
No, absolutely not. And even then, we could even watch Auramaster build up revenge, even if it's for little dinky hits like the propeller hitbox of Up Special. It's something that Auramaster is well aware of, and he is trying to end this game right here, right now. While Flareon has had some momentum of pullback right here, especially with his ledge trapping, it is something that I am quite still a little fearful for, because one bad move from either player here could take this game 1.
Oh, wow. And I guess that's how it's going to be. I mean, Flareon was definitely mounting a comeback right there, and I guess there was an opportunity for even a bit more damage in that tech chase situation over on the right platform. But nonetheless, I guess it's pretty commendable, the fact that it's still able to bring it to a last stock, given the pretty strong start that Auramaster showed us. And we're going right back into the Incineroar, and I guess also a bit of a wake-up call, right? I mean, you cannot be falling asleep at the wheel in such a matchup, and Flareon already showing us exactly why.
Absolutely, especially here, round 1 of a big long day for Rowan Showdown. You really need. You should have already been in the driver's seat at this point if you weren't already. So for Flareon, that is absolutely the wake up call, saying, "Oh right, I'm here. This is the big money ticket. Let me actually get moving here." But I'm still going to take some meaty damage here as I work and build up here on FD, which I am honestly quite a little surprised that Auramaster did not ban. What is your thoughts on this stage here for this matchup?
I mean, it can definitely simplify things. I don't particularly think that FD is the worst. I guess it's a bit counterintuitive, the way that it works versus projectile characters. But maybe Auramaster is just that confident in the neutral to be able to bring us here without much of a doubt, in that they can still develop the game plan that is required to beat KRool. And I mean, not really struggling, that perhaps maybe even able to avoid some of those platform tech chase setups. The comeback factor right there. However, Flareon caring about none of that, and right back into the corner. Again, not exactly where you want to find yourself, but luckily being sent by the Dark Lariat to the opposite side of where Auramaster was.
Absolutely, and I will say this stage, especially for a character like KRool, those projectiles can go real far. And I think Auramaster was sort of relying on the side B being probably a lot easier to hit and a lot more predictable to try and get good hits with.
What?
However, it's looking like Flareon is catching a lot of landings here, and it's just working in Flareon's favor a lot more.
Let's see if it proves through. Also, that belly armor from KRool has paid dividends in a couple of instances already. At the very least, for survivability, for getting out of a couple of pesky situations. Gotta go straight for the grab. I respect the attempt with the read. However, you already know what you're gonna pay. The price is a little too high at that point.
Absolutely, that was just a little too ambitious, is the polite way of putting it. I respected it, and it was needed in that moment, but perhaps maybe just a slightly safer option would have been best for that situation. However, we still see that Flareon is still putting up a fight. Auramaster is at a huge percentage here, but it's looking a little scary here. But I have good hope for Flareon.
We just you tried it. You tried it. I know what you were trying to do.
I respect it. I respect it. With that much of a lead, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for the style points.
Yeah, expecting the white recovery, I guess. The yellow will nonetheless get to close it out. Like I said, there is really no weight that is going to save you from such an